Back to M, back to back, Maybach, stuck to M's. Alright, y'all, hi. So, I have nothing to do for the video I want to do. Like, I'm out of school. I cleaned my room already. Like, I have nothing else to do but do stuff that I like and go to work. So, I have no life, as you may have noticed. But I still go through things. And I still have story times to tell. And some of them I took down because of my self. You know, I will tell this one story because it's the longest story, encounter, whatever you call it, that I've been in. Altercation, yeah. And it describes me as a person a lot because I haven't changed. And I think I progressively will get worse, not gonna lie. So, you know, we're gonna be washing my face and putting on the cookies and clean again because I have nothing else to do. Oh yeah, also, I commented on a Tyler Creator interview and I didn't expect it to get over 10 likes. And I also didn't expect people to go to my song and be like, oh, this is amazing, this is dope, your voice, like, that made me happy. Like, I curled up my toes and everything. Thank you, people, for noticing my music. I'm gonna drop more. I'm still gonna do the same things I've been doing on the channel. It's just like I just wanted to touch on that. Like, and in that song, I was really just set. Like, I was gone. I was not in the right state. So that song helped me, you know, unleash everything. Even though like the rest of the song was offbeat. You know, Tyler he just let that out. But anyway, you guys probably don't know this. I am a protective ass person. I made like a 4-minute video defending Doja Cat for, you know, being upset and wanting to quit her career over the Brazil thing. I'm a protective person and, you know, I've gotten worse over the years. When it comes to the people that I like or that I love, you know, that helps me live, I'm gonna be mad if somebody does something or takes them away from me. This was in elementary school though, so I don't know what the fuck I was on. Like 5th grade, 4th grade, probably 5th or 4th. I had a best friend at the time, you know, of course. Actually we're close now because we met back up in high school. We went to the same high school. We told each other everything. I was very protective already of her. She takes the bus. After school's over, she takes the bus home. So she takes the bus home, and she said that she usually, sorry, this story is so stupid. She said that she usually doesn't put her backpack next to her, but she just got in the seat and she was tired, so she put her backpack down. That's a huge part of the story. She came up to me, playground time, I don't know when, and she was like, so I think this girl rolled her eyes at me on the bus.
And I was like, what? What girl? And why would they do that?
She was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like,
oh, all right, does she go here? Like,
obviously she goes fucking here, but she was like, yeah, actually she's sitting right over there on the bench. Our school did like mush recess time together, so she was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade and I was in 5th, and she was sitting over there on the bench. So I was like,
oh, for real? Like, maybe I can talk to her.
Like, maybe I can tell her, like, or ask her, like, why did you roll your eyes, you know? That's what I did. My tall ass, that's from a different grade, walked up to, like, a 4th grader, and I told her some things. I remember telling her multiple times, like, you know, make sure you don't lie. Make sure you don't lie. What was she lying about? Like, she didn't even talk. I don't know why I said that, but don't mind the chicken bone picture, but I actually remember asking her, did you roll your eyes? And she said no, so that's why I said, make sure you don't lie.
And I was like, yeah, don't roll your eyes and stuff. And, yeah.
And then this is the part where it all goes downhill. Back then, I went through all the phases, all right? I went through tomboy, girly girl, you know, Nicki Minaj. I went through a lot as a wannabe, trying to be every trend in the world child, which really did not go well in the future. I don't know. The best way I can describe it was like, you know those scenes where it's like, oh, somebody's like walking up to somebody and pretending to be nice, and then like after the little smile, it like fades away like this. And like they roll their eyes and leave. basically I did that, but I took it to the extreme. Then I lied about it later. So what happened was, after I had that little conversation, I was trying to be a bad bitch. And I basically called her a bitch. After the conversation, I was like turned away, and I was like bitch under my breath, thinking that she didn't hear me. Also regretting why did I do that, because that was embarrassing. And, you know, I thought that the problem was going to be over. Like, I addressed it. She said this. I don't know what she said. And, you know, I also let my anger out, which it wasn't even that much anger. I was really just trying to be cool. God, I was a horrible child. So after that, it was the next day. And we were chilling in the cafeteria. We were just, you know, chilling, talking, eating freaking whatever lunch they gave us, and probably pizza rolls because I packed my own lunch. All of a sudden, this grown-ass woman... Like, she came in the cafeteria and she talked to the girl that I talked to yesterday. And then she proceeds to walk over towards our table talking to me.
Why you got sneakers on? Because. It's what? Did you hear what I was saying?
So yeah, she came over here and then she was like,
excuse me.
And of course I turned around like, why the fuck does this grown ass woman want to talk to me? You're not the principal. You're not staff. I don't know who you are.
Just like, yes.
And she says,
so did you call my daughter the B word?
Like, huh? I was like, what?
Then she says,
did you call my daughter a bitch?
And I was like,
no, why would I call your daughter the B word?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And then, like, as multiple times as I told this story to YouTube or to anybody else, I did say that she was a bitch. Why did I say it? I have no idea. But I do remember me saying that, and I do remember me lying because I didn't want to get in any trouble. But before the conversation could continue, the principal or a staff member, thank God, came over there and they was like, yeah, you can't be talking to anybody else's child. You need to just handle your own child. So she walked out the cafeteria talking with her, and then I told my best friend, I'm
like, oh my God, this girl thinks that I called her daughter the B word. Is she drunk?
So I went to this after school program, which is after school and you get to do activities and you still get to eat and, you know, it's just have fun and stuff. So I went to there. I was already going through some problems. Like, I already was not feeling good because, just to shorten it, I had a crush on a straight girl, and she was my friend. You know, I was already not feeling well. Like, I was just doubting myself, and my phone was like dying. So I turned on my phone because I was bored and I didn't know what to do. I turned on my phone and I get this message from my friend. And the message says, be careful because I gave the lady your number. Or like, my mom gave the lady your number. I'm sitting here like, what? I beg your pardon? What lady? So I opened the messages and it said the same thing. And she was like, yeah, she basically came to our house. And her mom speaks a different language. So I guess she didn't understand. She was like, yeah.
My mom was just like scared and she just gave the lady your number.
I was very confused. Now, I was a dumbass child, but I was also smart. So I was like, why would your mom give another person my number? Why does your mom even have my number? The only person in your family that has my number is you. Which later on I realized that my friend actually gave her the number. She was probably scared, which is understandable. But then she was like, be careful. I'm like, what the fuck I gotta watch out for? It's just a number. I get a random text from a random number and it says,
you're going to jail.
This lady threatened me that I'm going to jail just because I called her daughter a bitch. My thought of jail, there wasn't a lot, like, I didn't watch any shows back then, but from what I heard and what I seen like on the news and stuff, all I can think of was rape. Rape, don't drop the soap, you know, fighting, terrible food. I thought that I was actually going to go to jail because I thought it was impossible for some random person to get my number. So I thought it was definitely possible that I was going to jail at like 10. I started crying. And then my brother is also in the same after school program. So he saw me crying and he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm going to jail. Like, this lady threatened me, I'm going to jail. Right? So I told the staff member that was running the after school program, and then she was like, "Oh, okay, we'll contact your mom. We'll let her know." So I let my mom know, and then this is where the drunk part comes in again. My mom's a very smart person. She knows how to handle anybody from any circumstance. So while I was on the phone with her, I was tripping.
God, this lady came up and said this and la la la. She said la la la.
And then I was like,
yeah, she was acting drunk. Like she's drunk.
My mom took it in a serious way. So when she talked to the lady, she talked to her in a drunk way. So it makes her look dumb. Both of us got to go home early to handle the situation. The next day, my friend and me get called to the office with her mom and the translator, the person that threatened me and her daughter that I talked to, and then my mom. We all were in the office with the principal, and we sat down and we were just trying to understand the situation. Just to put it all together, the girl that I talked to and my friend are on the same bus, and my friend put her book bag next to my friend put her book bag right next to her on the other seat while the other girl was walking by. But then the girl, the one that was walking past, the one that I talked to in the beginning, she was like, I thought that she didn't want me to sit next to her because she moved her backpack right next to her. Once we got that out the way, we figured out that this was all a misunderstanding and that I should mind my business. That's pretty much the story. Like, I was one overprotective person, and I still am. So yeah, it was all a misunderstanding, and I called the girl a bitch, and then I lied for many, 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 many years. And yeah.